What's up, everybody? Today I have a very interesting video for you guys today. But before we get into it, make sure you leave your comments down below if you have any thoughts and theories about this theory, any other particular ones that you'd like to share with me. I'd love to compare predictions and analysis together. Make sure you leave your comments down below, and I can get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Share this video. You can need all views to get. I'm sure someone out there who you know personally would need like to see this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not. If you enjoy this channel's content, check out my other videos or not. Need all the views I can get. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into it. So today I have a video about 5 reasons why Hawk, my personal favorite character, I know there are many Miguel fans out there, I know there are more Johnny fans out there, but Hawk, he's got a trail behind him. No doubt about that. So Hawk, coolest character for me. So anyway, why Hawk will win the Cobra Kai Season 4 All Valley Tournament. I said season 5, but I'm talking about 5 reasons, and I'm giving 5 reasons. I'm going to do a little series on a couple other characters who I literally do think they do have a legitimate possibility about it, but I'm going to be doing Hawk today, and because he's actually the most likely person to win it for me in Eagle Fang in Cobra Kai Season 4 Karate. So, without further ado, let's officially get into it. So, reason number 1. Hawk's redemption. That's an obvious one. Now, if you want me to tell you the truth, I don't think the Hawk is going to have a huge arc this season, like characters like Robbie, Tori, obviously Miguel. I don't think Hawk's going to have that kind of arc he did last year. Last year's arc was, developing, getting all the anger out of him, seeing his number 1 Cobra, seeing him do the bad stuff, but then regret at the end of the day, hinting for his redemption, and we finally got that as a big story in the Cobra Kai Season 3 finale in the house fight, which is really the only cool or good thing they did come out of the house fight. Let's be real about that one. So, yeah, Hawk's redemption will obviously, lead him, to have, an arc of, doing better, finding balance in his life, especially being under Daniel's power some. And yeah, and I honestly think Mike Barnes just come back and joins Eagle Fang, Miyagi-Do Karate, which it honestly seeming less and less likely right now. Mike Barnes to return, which I hate because he's literally my favorite character of all time in the Karate Kid / Cobra Kai saga. But yeah, if Mike Barnes does come back, I really think it'd be smart to put him under, because that's perfect balance where he, could be, still have offense, but have defense, and, be a good person deep down, find balance in his life. If Mike Barnes was to come back, I'd recommend to train him in Miyagi-Do / Eagle Fang, or what would be Miyagi-Do, Daniel and Johnny split up, because you don't think there's going to be 3 season 1 dojo, so it'd be like Daniel and Johnny split up, then Mike Barnes come back to assist Daniel, since he's obviously more connected to Daniel. Really, they're both Cobra Kai. Mike Barnes and Johnny, and they were the best in in the 80s to ever fight for them. So yeah, that's for sure. So Hawk's redemption will definitely lead him up on a little arc, and it'd definitely be like, the kind of comeback kid who, learned a lesson and, got something, good that he deserved, for being a good person after that. And obviously, reason number 2 that Hawk will win out of 5, that Hawk will win all valleys, because Hawk, listen, he's strong. He's better than Miguel. He's better than Samantha. Let's be real about that. I mean, Samantha's the GOAT when it comes to karate, since she's obviously, Daniel LaRusso's daughter. But no misogynistic, thoughts or opinions or purposes here. But I'm not entitled to thinking that a girl will win, because it's nothing against girls. I mean, it's possible. It really is. But I just say, characters that are bigger and are stronger, which is obviously the men of the show, and have bigger arcs this season, just have a better edge. And it's nothing against women. Don't take that wrong, please. But Hawk, is better than Miguel, because Miguel's still building up. And, for the good guys to win, I think he's, just such a big character. He's going to be in Season 4, still a big enough character that I think, he's going to, go through that process of being a good guy and everything. He's just stronger than anybody in Eagle Fang and / Miyagi-Do, and I think, just the good guys will win the season and the bad guys will win next season, and the good guys will win the end Season 6. That's just how I think this show's going to go. So anyway, and I'm not on path with the Chosen One about that, if that sounded a little familiar. I know not everybody watches him, especially if you're watching this channel, but yeah, that's reason number 2. He thinks obviously that. But now reason number 3. Hawk is the kid of the show that just is, he would be like the underdog. Okay, you get what I mean. Hawk just has such a big arc throughout the show. He has, just so many different patterns as a character. Been from the wimpiest kid in the school to, the toughest kid leading the gang in Cobra Kai season 3. The cool, considered cool gang now around the school. He's that kind of guy. He just has such a big arc in the show that Hawk honestly really deserves a win. He's literally, took a lot of beatdowns, mainly because he was being a villain. It took in a lot of, not beatdowns, but losses. Now, Cobra Kai Season 3 did display him with, 2 big wins, which was breaking Dimitri's arm and, beating the crap out of Kyler's, best friend Brooks. But the thing is about that didn't feel like winning because we were all disappointed in Hawk's character, and that was, demonstrating how bad and out of control he'd come out of kid without even realizing it. Was finally getting all angry and finally realizing what kind of person he had became at last. So obviously that led to his redemption. So he really deserves a win. Pretty much in every big fight he's been, the other guys come out victorious. So yeah, Hawk deserves a win. Such a big character arc, through so many different, ways. It'd just be the moral of the story for him to get such a big win, as big as a arc, as many arcs as he served and everything in the show. So, reason number 4. And this is a little interesting one. But the 4th reason is because in the semifinals, he gets injured. And this is a prediction of mine. This is happening because of a prediction of mine that isn't most people's personal opinions. Or, the wide, main favorite out of this, whether this will happen or not, opinion is no. But I'm honestly willing to say that if, something happens, where Dimitri joins Cobra Kai in Cobra Kai Season 4, and do not count that out, it's a thing to where he, him and Hawk will have to battle at the All Valley if something like that was to happen, okay? It really would. So, it would be a thing where, Dimitri maybe be, fighting Hawk in the semifinals, and, Robbie could be fighting, Miguel or Samantha probably most likely. Because, like I said in another video the other day, if they put Miguel to the semifinals and he's the main character, if he's able to fight that good, why knock him out? Maybe just a surprise, I don't know. But anyway, regardless of that, let's say Dimitri is, it's pretty obvious that Hawk's going to have to make the semifinals at least. No way there are 4 better fighters than him in there. If you do have any, you can leave them down below. Or, 4 main characters as well. That counts for a lot, like I was saying. But let's say Hawk gets injured by Dimitri. That's it. If Dimitri was to get disqualified, just like he injured Robbie in Cobra Kai Season 1 All Valley Tournament in the semifinals, Dimitri would be taken out, disqualified from the tournament, and Hawk would be promoted to the finals. So that would basically give him a free round. Like I said, there's no way that there's 4 bigger characters. There might be 4 better. Let's see. If Sean comes back, Robbie, Sean, if Miguel builds up, not Kyler, like I said, Tori, Samantha, just not up to standards. Yeah, there's not 4 better ones. And when Dimitri, joins Cobra Kai, he's going to become pretty good and, be able to make it to the semifinals, but not better than Hawk. But Dimitri will find a way to cheap shot Hawk. That's how to injure him. He'll be determined to get revenge on his friend once he realizes, like I predicted, that Robbie, I'm sorry for not giving a reason if you haven't seen those other videos, but I really think that Dimitri might realize somewhere mid-season, especially if it's in the big main season, mid-season street fight. I can't talk. Big mid-season street fight. If that is what the case is, then that creates a whole other story. Dimitri, I really think he's going to realize that Robbie is the person who was looking out for him. I really do. I really, really do. Throughout Season 2, we didn't see any associated with them at all, in Season 3, because he didn't come to the house fight, but he may have felt sensitive when he saw Dimitri on the side. He really looked out for Dimitri, and we do not see that in Robbie unless it's a LaRusso. Other than LaRusso's, Dimitri was just his pet. I don't know. There was some soft spot there for some reason, something that many people are forgetting about now. And I think it might call back, and all of us, they wanted to hint a little bit, and they knew we'd all forget. But once it happens, the creators, once season 4 is released and everybody's watching, they'll be like, we got you. You all thought that part of the show was gone because of how separate they were in their dojos and everything now. So, yeah, you never know what could happen. And that gives Hawk a free shot. And the final reason is, this kind of, I don't think it's the street fight. Because the mid-season street fight in each Cobra Kai season, unless you're talking about season 1, that it really was, because there was, multiple of the, school bullies that Miguel beat down, Kyler Brooks and the, 2 other handymans that we have not seen at all since, Cobra Kai season 1, episode 5, and in the lunchroom at all. I honestly, for a second, thought that Big Red was that, the redheaded big boy that, used to be in Kyler's gang. If you remember who that was, obviously he was in the 5 Johnny and Cobra Kai season 1, episode 1, outside the, mini mart. But yeah, the thing about it is, if Hawk gets injured in Cobra Kai season 4 before the tournament, I'm not talking about during the tournament by Dimitri or something like that. I'm talking about before the tournament in the season. I don't think it would be in the big season 4 street fight. Like, it'd be a parallel where he really injured, Dimitri, and maybe Dimitri, could turn on during the fight and break his arm, but I just don't think they do that. They've already done the break it arm, art before. Cobra Kai season 2, episode 5, that obviously, changed a lot, kicked it up a gear, changed, really brought me on, go up to, their standards that they've been being denied for, pretty much the whole start of the first half of Cobra Kai, season 2, only thing that promised was Daniel had it open, but yeah, and then Cobra Kai season 3, episode 5, obviously had the big fight in the arcade between the 2 dojos. So yeah, Hawk, if he gets injured though, I think it would be something like I've talked about this before, like where Tori, said she looked at him at the end of the house fight in the side dojo and looked at Hawk and said, you better watch your back when, the 3 of them, Hawk, Dimitri, and Miguel came in and broke the fight between Tori and stuff. I think that Tori would really try to instigate and instill some way that the Cobras would get revenge, and it could be like him, Robbie, Kyler, all jump Hawk at a certain time, but Kyler's going to be worried. But if he has those 2, guns beside him, he probably won't be scared and worried then. Or it could be something like, it'd definitely be Tori instigating the whole thing regardless. If Tori was like to instigate, she doesn't go to school anymore like the rest of the Cobra Kai gang, because it's going to be odd to see, and we always see, some sort of cafeteria scene. They're obviously very popular. Like if they was in, obviously Hawk used to be the head of their table. If they was to like jump Hawk during school, the background faces that aren't really big characters, such as Big Red, the African American dude, Mikey, the stunt double. Who else could there be? Rick and Berger, stuff like that. So you never know what could happen. Something like that could happen. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave your comments down below on who you think win all that term. If you think it's going to be Hawk, if you agree with these analysis and thoughts on why Hawk could, if you agree that those could be accurate. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So take care. Hope you guys enjoyed. Love you guys. Take care. See you guys in the next one. Saying the same thing over and over. Peace.